Hello, this is Patrick. I just wanted to say, first off, somebody wrote me a comment about a neighbor's cat, and I did a video a few days ago, and I didn't put it up yet. I'm sorry. The cat is fine. It's going to stick around for a few more days, probably about 7, which is normal. Which brings me to the point where uh, I had a dog. It was a family dog. It was hit by a car many years ago, about 30 years ago, and uh, my brother took him to the vet, and she died. And on the way back from the vet, in the car, sitting next to him was the dog, the soul body, and he could see with his third eye that the dog was there. And the dog didn't know she was dead. She was just happy. Oh, we're going in the car again. She really loved going in the cars, and and similar to this cat. This cat is around. She still thinks she's alive, and she will. Let's go double check. And initially, and then they kind of go off to a debriefing, as it were, in a way. And cats, you probably knew them before, and you can talk to her right now. You know, just saying, and maybe that's the closure. You go out to a favorite spot with the cat, or if it's a dog, whatever, and you just talk to the empty space. You think it's empty, but they're there. Your thought is like instant. They want to hear it. They'll be there, and just say how much you enjoyed them, how special they were, and we'll meet up later, sort of thing. And that closure is important for the cat as well as for you. Those are, that's how it's working. How many days will the cat be there? I know. You're going, why is this important, Patrick? When the whole world is falling apart. She'll be there for about another 4 days. And it's because the little things in life are really more important than what Comey and Rothstein, whatever their name is, do. In a way, they don't affect you. Those people will be going down. It doesn't matter in 3 days or 3 months. It's this story is going to go unravel, and we don't want to make too much of our time being consumed by it. There's a lot of people on it. In the last couple of days, I've watched some videos, which I normally don't. I kind of follow the rabbit hole down, sort of, and really smart people. They're about 30. A couple of them were about 30 years old, and they knew. They go all the way back to, they're talking about not Proxmire, McNamara, what's his name? Kennedy's, McNamara. I can't say it. What's his name? But going back to John F. Kennedy and all those things, who killed him, and we already addressed who killed him. We doused who killed him, and we just had this evil beast on the country for so long, and they have taken over openly, and that's what's happening. And through your prayers and spiritual practices, you're going to be able to keep yourself somewhat separated from it. You don't want to get so dark, because it's important to keep you light. Even have a sense of humor. And see, these small things in our life are the big things. And the big things is just a whole new other arena that most of us can't influence. And some of us, I try to do these videos to put out a different angle, so we can entertain it a little bit, because you'll be prepared mentally, emotionally, when the changes happen. I got the changes are going to be like big. They're going to be so big, These people won't matter. You won't even care about any of them. You're going to care about what's around you, who's around you, and how you can be of help and assistance, and not go crazy. That's going to be the important thing. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. I thought it was interesting. Somebody pointed out in one of these videos the bond curve, the yield of Treasury. There's really isn't any difference between a 10-year note and a 30-year note. And I can't remember that happening before. There's like 0.1% difference, and that's essentially the same. And something is going to have to give to make this work. And it could be the bond market. A friend of mine had a dream a year or so ago about the bond market. Will be the instrument when things go south. And don't forget, the bond market is way bigger than the stock market. It's the granddaddy of them all. They kind of keep it secret, you know. It's kind of boring. People don't like to talk about it. But it is where all the capital is parked. And it makes a big difference. So keep that in mind. And what do I have about Trump lately? I don't know. You know, I'm going to stick by my guns about Trump. I think he's a decent man. He decided to do this with some people within the government. You know, they approached him to be president, to fight this darkness. And can we change the country fast enough for this? And I think it's really important to keep our consciousness at a highest level when these changes come, and don't worry about all the race baiting and, you know, pro and anti-abortion. You know, these things are just they're made up to to fight each other. And I think a lot of these beliefs will disappear when these great changes start taking place. They will be, for like example, abortions will just kind of disappear. No one can afford it. It's going to be a luxury item to go get it. You know, Planned Parenthood will not be around. You know, Planned Parenthood, KGB, Southern Poverty Law Center. What are the other ones? There's a Latin one. La Raza. Who else? I'm missing someone. SCLP, the Southern Poverty Law Center. I did that one. And they're all zero. When you douse it, they're just zero. They're just Luciferic. They're Satan. There's no light there. It is like you're talking about. Sometimes people go, well, when is the Antichrist coming? Well, those are instruments of Antichrist. Those are the weapons of Antichrist. They're there to beat you up. They don't care. They're just splitting the people up and get them in the fight. And a lot of well-meaning people fall for their rhetoric. And you just, you know, you just got to back out of it and try not to get all sucked up into it too much. Because the country's going to do whatever it's going to do with or without you. You know, you just want to make sure you make this life, because you volunteered for this too, to be here. You want to make this go forward. Anyway, I was looking at those young people do their shows, and boy, are they smart, and yet they don't know anything. And knowingness, the universal knowingness, is through your heart. And when you know something, you don't have to read the book. You know whether it's true or not. And that's sort of like the direction we're going in. All right? I just wanted to make that statement today. Max is clawing at the door to get in, so I have to go get him. And I send my love to that cat, and she's just going to go on her journey. But you can talk to her right now. She is around the area, and she's doing well. All right? Bye-bye.